So there, folks, welcome back to Towns with Charon and Velerious.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Vel, you little bastard. Right. Couple of things. Oh, I'll just pause first. A couple of things. First off, Craig Gummersall says, we don't need to mine the passages 2 blocks wide down here.
It is a myth.
1 block will do. Which is fine. We can do that.
But, you know, if we mine it too wide, we get spare stone.
He also says he thinks it'll be faster to mine from both ends. But I believe we've found from experience that if we mine from both ends, they will just take the longest possible route and mine in from one side anyway. That was why we started doing this.
I think what he's saying is to mine in and leave a block in the middle. But it's like, that's defeating the object of why we mine like this.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Because the reason we mine like this is so they don't run around to the other side and start mining that, which is the furthest away point.
I think this is the quickest way. So we're going to continue doing it that way.
Sorry, boss, you know.
Yeah, we've overruled you on that one. The other thing is, I've noticed something. I've been thinking about towns a lot recently, Varys, and we've hit a problem.
What?
First off, there's a bear just stood there doing nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've hit a problem that has only just occurred to me.
The meat is never going to stop ever.
Yes, that is part of the problem. The problem is, not too long ago, we lost some townies. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And we haven't had any new townies for a while.
Yeah.
And there's a reason we haven't had any new townies for a while.
Because we're not allowed to idle anymore.
Because we're not allowed to turn them on to soldiers to idle to get more townies.
Yeah.
However, they are never, ever going to idle again.
Yeah.
Because not only is there all the shit in the dungeon needs hauling, but this meat is never going to resolve itself fully.
Yeah.
No matter how long we leave it. So we're now in an attrition loop.
Yeah.
The townies will eventually die off and never be replaced. Because we've got housing for about 38 townies.
But we have 34.
In fact, it might be even more than that. It might be 40 odd we've got room for.
It must be, because we've got 34 of them already.
We've got 7 there. 24 plus 7, 31 plus 8, 39. And we've only got 30 townies.
34. 4 soldiers. Soldiers.
Oh, yeah, we've got 34. So we're 5 down already. And it's only going to get worse, basically, because they're never gonna stop hauling. They're never going to successfully complete the hauling to the point where they can idle.
Yeah.
So we're never going to get any immigrants, basically.
I would say that idling should be allowed, but only when we have to get a massive influx of villagers, really. Because at the moment, even if we idled, we could only get 5 villagers maximum.
So, with that in mind, if Craig Gummersall could have a think whether the old soldier manoeuvre is still legal or not.
if there's any other way possible of doing this.
I don't think there is.
Regardless of, like, Craig Gummersall coming back and saying, oh yeah, just turn off meat. Well, yeah, no, we're not. We can't turn off meat.
The thing is, if we turn off the meat, I still don't think they will get all this hauled before they starve to death.
Maybe not.
There's too much of it, and they're too thick. I mean, you know, they're supposed to get happiness through having these fucking bird cages everywhere. But look, we've got bird cages, we've got harps, we've got fucking tons of shit here trying to keep them all happy, and it's just not working.
Yeah.
It's not getting them to the point where they can successfully bring in more immigrants.
Check on Alphalos's happiness now, because he's just come out of the kitchen.
Alphalos.
He's wearing a red hat, black beard. Red hat, black beard.
Red hat and a black
Gandalf,
beard.
not that.
Oh, right, Gandalf.
There he is. Right.
52.
52.
Barely halfway and dropping.
Yeah, and he's just come out and he's just stood in that field now, with his happiness dropping down because he's now covered in beef. So it isn't.
It's just not enough.
Fix unless we start putting like golden things all along the road, which is just going to be
excessive.
excessive.
I still don't think it's going to work.
It would if we had them all along the road, so they can never.
Especially
leave the
when
road.
they do this, they come to do a job and just fucking stand there and do nothing.
Yeah.
They're not idling, so their happiness doesn't go up, but they're not. And look at him as well. He hasn't healed, ever. Even though we have a perfectly functioning hospital over here, townies refuse to heal themselves.
Yeah.
So I reckon that's why the other person died that time. It's attrition. It's accumulation of small amounts of damage that eventually lead to death because they never heal.
Probably.
So it is a problem, and it's going to start to become more of a problem the further into the dungeon we go. The harder monsters we get coming in the siege. You know, eventually they're gonna just start killing people off until we're left with just Simon by himself.
But that'd be amazing.
It would be quite cool, but it's. And
then we can have Simon just idle until like 89 new villagers come in.
Well, I mean, this is the other thing. It might work that way where, as we lose townies, eventually the others will catch up on the meat and bring more in. But I can't see it.
I seem to really think we should, if we get down to like 25 townies, like they still keep dying, we should be able to then do it. Because I don't think we should be able to idle for 5 villagers. As much as 5 villagers will probably help us, I don't think that is fair.
The thing is, it would help shift some of the meat. The thing is, the fewer people we have, the worse this meat problem becomes.
If we idle for, like, say, 10 villagers, I would agree with that. So I would really think about building more houses.
Yeah. I mean, building more houses
like
is something we want to consider.
Yeah.
We do want to get the second layer of walls up first on places, though. We've been putting that off for so long.
I know, but the more people we get can then sort that out, can't we?
Right, so let's have a look at this.
I mean, there is the other problem that you said...
They're not even doing the mining.
Well, you said the less amount of townies we have, the worse the meat problem's going to be.
Yeah.
But the more townies we have, the worse the meat problem's going to be. Because, yes, they'll haul it faster, but they will also eat it faster. So then they'll have to cook it faster.
That is true.
So they will not only,
But the process should go faster.
I mean, the less townies we have, the more they'd be able to clean up, but they would still be eating it. So it would only help for a certain amount of time until it would become a problem again.
So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? It's a fucking issue.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. Demetrius just came down to mine that, and instead of coming from the stairs over there, he walked the complete long way round.
I think it doesn't matter mining these tunnels, to be honest, because I really think that they just ignore them.
I think it will help a little bit.
I really think they just ignore them.
Yeah, but it's not really for the townies. It's to get the heroes to the corners where the ghosts were building up and stuff.
But
which
even that,
I think they might have explored all this now, to be honest. Oh, no, look, there's still one guy over here, look.
We had to wait for so long for them to do that. And eventually a town is going to get killed by that, because, like, there's bones in there.
It's only one hobgoblin. That is literally, I think that's the only monster left on this floor. It's just we need to get the bloody heroes over there to
it only takes like Gandalf to go down there with a shit wizard wand and is well.
Yeah.
And he just gets punched in the face by a hobgoblin and just dies.
Well, there is that.
His old frail body just crumpling up on the floors, every bone breaks, and he realises he wasn't a necromancer. He was actually just a baker all along. He'd never actually learned how to bring people back to life.
It is a pain in the arse.
It's like...
how could it go so wrong, Valeris? We've got 175 stone, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the order in to get this started, and then that's out of the way and done. Because we haven't done anything for a while.
I did actually notice.
It's been a lot of hauling and no real work.
I know, but they're not doing the hauling.
I know.
So if you tell them to build this, then no mining will be done.
Yeah, but my point is, let's at least get some progression done. We can go back to the hauling. The hauling's always going to be there. I would rather actually get something done.
Don't you have to go up a level?
Yeah, I do. I was just messing around with the menu. Right, let us...
I'll tell you one thing I did notice, though.
What just shift?
The other day. Because unlike you, when you sit here and think about towns, I was thinking about Town of Salem.
Yeah.
And realised that in one of the games we actually played at Town of Salem, there was a retributionist called Gandalf.
Was there?
Which is kind of ironic.
I was playing the other day and there was a guy called Adolf Hitler and we all hung him, and the next day the retributionist brought him back to life, so in the text box it just said, Adolf Hitler has been resurrected, and I was like, oh shit.
And then you all hung him again. Hang him again! Kill him faster!
But to hang Adolf Hitler twice. Oh god, yeah. Town of Salem, man. There's going to be more Town of Salem videos going up.
I get some time off for Easter.
It's so good.
For the universities and such. And during that time, I'll probably be filming a bit of Town of Salem.
Well, let's, while we're talking about it, it hit its Kickstarter, surpassed it and hit the first stretch goal, I think.
Two
stretch goals.
So, I'm sure it was 16 and 17.
Yeah, so the Kickstarter was successful, and it's moved up to Alpha 0.1. Cosmetics are supposed to be coming in round about June.
Yeah, but I think they mentioned focusing now on getting things like the Friends lobby up and getting the stat tracker up and such.
The Friends lobby is a big thing.
Yeah.
That needs to be done. So people can start making friends, and then because at the moment there's been quite an influx of noobs basically since the whole YouTuber thing.
And what you got to remember, people, is making friends is a new concept. It's never been done before ever. I mean, no one has ever made friends. I hate you, buddy.
It started off really well, that game. When we first played, there was the people were quite intelligent and clever, and it was really fun. And now you get in there and everyone quits and leaves halfway through. People are shouting and swearing and kicking off, and it's like,
Well, we've had some people leave when picking their names.
Exactly. There's been a lot of dickheads recently, and it's like that will solve itself once the friend system comes in.
Yeah.
Because as you start playing with people regularly and you make friends with them, like we used to do on Left 4 Dead, you make a group of friends and then you play with that group of friends.
And then you excessively play with them until you hate their guts, secretly behind their back. And then you stab them in the back by going on another game without them and never telling them. And that's how friendships work, people.
That is totally how friendships work.
That's totally how friendships work.
It is true though. We're like most of our friends that we have on Steam came from Left 4 Dead. There was a phase where we played a lot of Left 4 Dead, and that was where we made all our friends.
Most of them migrated from Left 4 Dead into Team Fortress 2 with us, and then we played that quite a bit. But then Dota 2 came out, and everyone went and played that, and we kind of weren't into the entire Dota craze.
It's not that I don't like Dota. It's just I'm not as madly into it as some of our mates are. Like some of them have put like over 1,000 hours in, and it's like
we weren't into the Dota craze. We put like 1,000 hours into TF2. I was in the TF2 craze.
Yeah, I like TF2.
But one of the main problems I have with Dota as well is like I have a very bad memory. And the main thing I like is like on TF2 I log in, I know what every class does, I know every name,
and I can play it instinctively. I haven't played TF2 for like at least 6 months, but I could go in there now and probably just dick on everyone on a public server.
Yeah, you go on Dota and it's like, you have to be so professional, you have to know what the class is you're playing, what kind of role it is. If you're a support, you can't attack things, you can't get those last hits.
You have to put some severe effort in to become good at Dota. It's not like TF2 where you can become good, like, with one class you can become good, like, within a month or so, sort of thing. It doesn't take very long. And, like, you know, within, like, a few months of playing, you can probably master all 9 classes to a decent enough level. Not to competitive level, but at least to casual level. Whereas with Dota, it's like even mastering one hero takes some effort.
Yeah,
and there's like 100 and odd fucking heroes. It's like, what chance do you have?
It's like I just don't have the time anymore.
I don't have the time to get good at it, which means all my friends are good at it, and if I'm playing with them, they just carry me, and it's like it's no fun.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because you basically just mooch around.
Exactly.
People like, come kill this guy with me.
I can play some of the easier classes like Windrunner and Drow Ranger. The sort of the ones where they're quite.
Choose your words very carefully. They've both been nerfed.
Yeah, Drow Ranger has been nerfed since I last played, but it was quite an easy carry to play Drow Ranger.
I'm sure Windrunner's been nerfed as well.
Windrunner was quite a nice, easy support to play as well. You could really sort of.
But like, I used to like Warcraft 3. And there used to be Dota and Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
Amazingly.
Yeah, you were a big like custom Warcraft 3 player.
Oh god, custom Warcraft 3 was amazing.
Lope. You used to spend a lot of time on Lope, didn't you?
Life of a Peasant.
Yeah.
The RPs. Those were fantastic.
These guys, they're getting... they're doing stone. I was like, what are they doing? All like bumming each other in the big warehouse.
They're like bumming.
That fucking warehouse.
I did actually show our parents the most expensive item on Amazon.com as well.
On Amazon?
The Amazon.com. The $999,999 lubricant.
Oh, yeah.
Of which people have come up with some amazing comments for it. Things such as like, I was walking down Buckingham Palace and saw that Mr. Tiddles has got himself stuck in the vent again. And I had to buy myself some petty cash to throw on this lubricant. And it's just like, this is fantastic. This is the kind of stuff that you just really expect.
Yeah, some Amazon reviews are pretty good. I remember the review for Borderlands 2. Oh wow, good fucking mind in there.
Come in mind. No, don't think I'll do it now. You're watching now.
Rose.
Not gonna do it.
There was a review for Borderlands on Amazon.com that said, wow, what was it? It was something about, it compared it to cancer, basically.
Wow.
It was like, it's something like this game it's a bit shit, but it's fun enough with a couple of friends around, but then so is cancer or something like that. It was like, oh. Wow. It made it onto Twitter, basically. It was like, it got tweeted by a lot of people. It was very funny, and I think Amazon took it down after a while.
Yeah, but things like comments that are funny like that, I genuinely think that's partially the reason why if you go to buy a product and you wonder if it's good or bad, you just don't buy it.
Donald is mining sideways.
Yeah,
he's mined out a block inside the other blocks.
Yeah. And now he's mining out that block.
Basically. They've almost mined this one out, and then I can just pop that cherry there and let them through.
Just pop the cherry.
Yeah. Oh, fuck it, let's just do it. They can reach it anyway from there.
Go watch them now, because I bet you they're going to walk around the dirt
one that goes...
Watch them, I want to see them walk the dirt way. You're going to miss it. Going to miss the dirt walking. What are you doing with your life?
This is a straight...
Yeah. It's a straight
that's
whirly.
what we need. A straight whirly.
A joke that not many
mind
people
that
will
out.
get.
Yeah, I don't think many people will get the straight whirly joke, even though we've been using that hell of a lot.
Yeah.
What we're looking for, Vel? What are you trying to...
That guy. I want to see if they actually mine it from that side, like actual
Oh, yeah,
people.
they will do.
Those people seem to be going round.
Yeah,
this one here that's starving is going down here.
Yeah, they'll all go around.
But what?
Because they're idiots, Velerious. We've been through this. There's no solution to their stupidity. Oh, speaking of which, did you? I don't know if you saw the comments. Craig Gummersall says apparently Towns is on its way to version 15.
Yeah, you did actually tell me about this, and they've hired someone on board to help and
they've hired someone to help bring it up to version 15.
Version 15, and we're still in version 8.
Yeah, I know. I mean, to be honest, sometimes I play this and I think, I don't even think it's salvageable. I think they should move on now and just do something else. Get another game going, Towns 2.
Yeah, but you play this and it's like you don't think it's salvageable, but you don't know what's in Towns 15. It
know.
could be amazingly awesome.
I don't think it is. I think it's probably just this with slightly less retarded AI.
The one difference is, right, that you can actually play this on your computer. I am unable to play it on my computer in fear of anything going wrong.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because I can make another Towns 8 save and like play.
I mean,
on
the thing is, you can't play this on this computer because we need to maintain it at Towns version 8 for this.
So I hope you all know how lucky you are.
I have maintained mine at Towns version 8 so that we have a backup in case anything happens.
But I have Towns version 8
backed up
on a flash stick.
I know, but you know,
I have so many Towns version 8.
Imagine the situation we'd be in if this stopped, basically. If we ever lost that fucking executable.
Could we have a party?
We would be buggered. Well, we could have a party.
Could have a party. Towns is over. Woo!
Now we move on to Towns version 15.
Oh. That Towns version 15.
Right, they've done that. See, they're actually getting some stuff done, which is quite good.
Stonehalf has been making a little bit of progress recently.
Yeah.
So I got our little friend Jade Williams to try it out. You can now get pets.
You had pets anyway, didn't you, at the start? I'm sure you had pets in the video that you put up.
I haven't put a video up of Stonehalf.
Oh, Stonehalf. I was thinking of Cube World for some reason.
Oh. No, you don't start with pets in Cube World either. But anyway, in Stonehalf, you can now get pets by using a trapper.
Okay.
Right? Now, the trapper can trap them, and you get two little icons, and one's like a little bunny head with a love heart around it for tame this animal as a pet. The other is like this bunny head with X's for eyes, and it says like savagely kill this pet. So you can basically kill it and get some animal jerky. That person's dying.
Jerky. She's just tired, I think.
But yeah, you can get animal jerky, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the other problem is, by the way, I had a thought about this. The goblinites are getting heavier as they go down.
Do you think that's what it is?
I think that's what it is. And I think as it gets heavier, they're going to start starving.
Right.
So I think the further we go down in the dungeons, we're going to have problems. Because I've noticed them walking a lot slower the more kind of different ites they pick up.
The better the ite, the heavier they are. That would make sense. That would make sense. So yeah, that's worrying.
But anyway, back to the Stonehalf thing. Basically, Jade has now got a town that is filled with rabbits. Just filled with them. Yeah. Absolutely covered in rabbits. Not dead ones, live ones, hopping round, having fun. She now has more rabbits than she does villagers. So
she's basically got Rabbit Town.
Yeah. She is now a rabbit town.
Rabbit Town.
Been playing Stonehalf recently. Not Stonehalf, Starbound recently as well. Everything begins with S nowadays.
I know Craig Gummersall says you don't need to mine these too wide, but we can use the stone. We always need the stone, so I'm just...
Well, that's what I said. It saves us coming back down later and mining a chunk out of somewhere. Because one of these floors, we've mined it so bad.
We've mined it so bad.
We've mined it so bad.
Mined it so bad, we made it wish we didn't mine it so bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've been playing Starbound.
Starbound, that's Terraria in space.
Yeah, Terraria in space. That everyone hates being called Terraria in space.
Terraria in space.
Even though I have now played Starbound, and it's Terraria in space. Bit more addicting, and a lot of extra things that are very nicely done. Such as a lot more kind of, looking at weapons, sorting out like your home kind of thing. Where Terraria was basically, you go dig up some stuff as logs on your server and spawns a billion Cthulhus and you all die.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened in the old one.
I remember that.
Had a friend come on, just immediately spawn 6,000 eyeballs that flew into my house and just destroyed it. They decimated every part of my house that I had worked for. And then I was like, well, I'm done, Terraria. That's it, I'm done.
I'm going to clear up some of these heads that are down there as well, I think.
Interestingly enough as well, I wonder what people call it, if they call it Terraria or Terraria.
Terraria.
Because, like, some people do actually call it Terraria.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's
one of them things that
I guess
you don't know how to pronounce
ultimately you'd have to find like a video of the devs saying it and go with what they say. But it's like sometimes like, you know, two different pronunciations just work, like GIF or GIF. So what do you say? I mean, technically it's supposed to be GIF, but most people say GIF
because of the reason GIF sounds like YIF.
Yeah, but also, you know, it's because you have JPEG, so you think J for the J and G for the G, sort of thing. But it's like, it's sort of, you know, either way is acceptable. No one really cares which way you say it.
Oh no, someone will care.
I say GIF. I've always said GIF. I think GIF sounds a bit. I think also as well, there's a substance called GIF already.
A substance. Where's this substance come from, Sharon?
It's a cleaning substance.
Oh, okay.
But it's not called GIF anymore. It used to be called GIF. It's called SIF now.
Oh. I mean, GIF is just very close to jizz. And
it sounds like quite close to jizz.
It's like, GIF is very close to many other words that already exist. So GIF is just much better.
Yeah.
And it just makes you sound very...
But it looks more logical. When you see the word written down without any context at all, you go, oh, you know, GIF.
Well, if you was to spell it in like the British...
And the thing is, it even stands for a word that begins with G, not J.
Yeah.
Because the G stands for graphical, doesn't it?
Yeah. Graphical interface, something.
I can't remember what the F is, but yeah, so it's like, surely GIF makes even more sense.
Graphical interface feces. That's it.
That's totally what it is.
GIF kids. Make sure you use them.
It's in family. Graphical interchange family?
No.
I can't remember. Fucking hell, man. I know so little about computers.
Tell you one thing, though. I'm getting sick of doing reports, right?
Where are
and you go to save the report, right? Like diagrams for the report and everything, and you've been making them on maybe Visio, Publisher, anything like that where you make, you know, diagrams.
Yeah.
You go to save it, save as, and you sat there for ages going, where's PNG? Where is it? Oh, yeah. Portable network graphic.
Derp.
Who calls it portable network graphic instead of just .png? It's like, you blatantly know what .png is.
I like portable document format virus because it's PDF. And if you're ever telling someone that you're going to send them a PDF, you tend to say, I'll send you a PDF file. Oh, beautiful. It's like Adobe really gave that one some thought, didn't they? What should we call this? How about a PDF file? Yeah, that always makes me laugh. And on that note, we're coming up for time. So, let's pause at Derpsville, Velerious. They didn't get much done, to be honest. They did a bit of hauling, and we got like
a bit of wall.
That much wall done.
And a bit of mining.
And a little bit of mining.
And a bit of cooking. Well, a lot of cooking.
It could have been worse.
All of it was cooking.
But yeah, so that's that. And if Craig and McSaw could have a little think about the attrition loop problem and make any suggestions, we'd appreciate it.
Such as, you know, every full moon we are allowed to turn everyone to soldiers.
Yeah, we're going to have to come up with some solution, I think. But anyway, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.